Hopefully I'm in this shot. Damn. Okay. Hey guys, it's Wendy and this is my first solo video. Yay! So today I wanted to start off the week easy, just a talking video between me and you. And today I want to talk about something serious in the Asian community. And that is getting our ass beat. So I want to start off with a story. So usually when I'm home from school, I love sleeping in. Like I love sleeping in until like 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. The latest I've ever slept in was 6 p.m. Yeah, I love my sleep. So I remember I was sleeping and I was having this amazing dream, by the way. I'm not gonna say it because it might get me in trouble. So yeah, my dream, so I remember all I heard was footsteps. And I was like, okay, maybe it's my mom. It could be my mom, or it could be my brother, you know, looking for my headphones or something. I'm gonna beat his ass when I wake up, but it could be him, but for now I'm asleep. But then, like, the footsteps are persistent, and I'm just like, okay, who the fuck is waking me up at this point? And then I checked my phone, and it says 7 o'clock, but you know how, like, when you first wake up, like, you're still kind of groggy, like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. So, that was me. And then I checked my phone, and it said, like, 7:30, and I was like, okay, who's in my room this early? And then I heard footsteps even louder, but then I heard a crying noise, and I was like, okay, there's a ghost in my room. I'm gonna die today. But it turns I heard crying noises, and then I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. So that's when I fully woke up. And then, okay, so for me, I live in like an apartment complex where my neighbor is literally right next to me. They were disciplining their kids, like they were literally smacking them around and shit, and I was like, okay. So yeah, when I fully woke up, that's when I realized my neighbors were beating their kids. I literally woke up to kids crying, and it's because they're getting their ass beat. Like, why wouldn't they cry? If I got my ass beat, which I did, by the way, if I got my ass beat, I would have been crying. I've been there before. I've cried, and this is something that I want to talk about. Beating your kids. So yeah, so when I grew up, you know, as I just told before, I got beat. So I was wondering, is that the right way to do? Like, should I have called the cops? But I don't want to call the cops on my neighbor. She's a really nice old lady. So what was the right thing to do? So should I just have been a witness? Should I have just left it alone? Or, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because it's like, you know, it's not your kid and you don't know what the kid did anyways. And also, the way I grew up, and by the way, I told my dad about it and he was like, oh yeah, that's the Asian way. And I was like, so the Asian way is to fuck up your kids if they fuck up? Apparently that makes sense to him. So my question is that the right thing to do? Or, because like there are some kids where no matter what you do, like for example me, no matter how many times mom would sit me down and like tell me gently, like, oh, you're not supposed to, like how she would explain to me why things are wrong, I still would mess up. Like I would still repeat the same mistakes, I would still piss her off, I would still do I was basically a terrible child. Like I'm gonna be so honest with you guys, I was terrible growing up. And for me, I feel like I grew up fine. So I don't know what is the right thing to do, because, and also like how hard are you beating your kids too, because like if you're beating your kids to the point where they're bleeding, that might be a little too excessive. My parents I never bled when I never bled when my parents beat me. So they use telephone wires, they use hangers, they never use a belt on me, which I am thankful for, because I heard from my other friends who got beat that the belt was the worst, but thankfully I never got that. But then I got the TV remote. I don't know how that's possible, but one time mom, she threw it at me and she got mad because it broke, because she missed and it hit the floor and it broke, and she made me fix it. I don't know how you expect a 12-year-old child to fix a broken remote, but somehow I did it. And yeah, so it's like, but then again, after I got beat, my mom came over, like after I was crying, you know, in my bed, like while I was crying in my bed, like my mom would come to me, she would try to comfort me. You know, I needed that, by the way. I needed the comfort after the beating, because if they didn't comfort me, I would not have felt loved. So yeah, so it's kind of like the calm after the storm, isn't it? Yeah, the calm after, no, what's the saying? But you know how the saying is the calm before the storm? No, I had the calm after the storm. So, what is the moral of the story here? I guess it's that don't judge other parents for their disciplinary ways. Like, I know I've been joking around about getting beat and stuff, but you know, some parents, they have their own ways of dealing with their kids, and unless their kids are getting really hurt, like to the point where they can't walk or anything, that's when maybe you should interfere. But anyways, that's my take on getting beat. Hope you enjoyed my story. All the links are down below if you want to follow our Instagram. Is down below, and I'll see you on Friday where I'm gonna make a video with Vanessa, and I'm gonna make a solo video next Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. Okay, bye guys.